really have to try and push past that mental blockage of everything telling you not to go out there. And when you do that, when you push past that fear, you get to a sense of flow state where everything else drops away and the only thing that matters is what you're doing right now. And I think that's what really pushed me into highlining. My name's Sylvan Christensen, and I'm a canyoneering and climbing guide. Slacklining is the act of balancing on either a 1 or 2 inch piece of flat webbing using just your body. I was born here in Moab, Utah, and then we moved to Las Vegas. About a year after we moved to Vegas, both of my parents passed away. It was ruled a murder-suicide. My dad got into an accident while he was doing construction work here in Moab before we moved to Vegas, and he had a back injury, and it caused him to become addicted to opioids. And I think he just had enough. My mom called me in one day, told me to grab my sister, go down to my grandparents that lived right down the street, and they apparently had a bit of an incident. You're faced with the reality that life is fleeting. These people that mean the world to you and are supposed to always be there sometimes go away. And I think that pushed me in the direction of make the most out of life, push yourself, see what you're capable of, see what you can do. I was looking for a passion, something that was going to drive me, something that would feed my soul, something to excite me. This slack life, as we call it, called to me very strongly. You sort of go from normal everyday life into this state of high alertness, high emotions. You're almost looking for that pain to see if you can endure it and live past it and push further. You are sort of exposed out there, but the fact that you can calm that voice down in your mind and push yourself to do it anyways is very empowering, and it keeps you coming back.
I'm feeling it, man. Lay down.
Right now we are where I live, which is the Slack Life headquarters. And we're all just sort of this combined force of athletic activities, lots of skydiving, base jumping, rock climbing, highlining, slacklining, canyoneering. You think of it out here, somebody here does it.
Smiling the whole time.
You did 3 tandem base jumps?
3 tandem base jumps.
And
Same
all
day.
different accents too.
Yeah.
Wow.
We did
Wow.
Watch this. How steep I go. Past the flag, look where I land. I went from the yellow flag to past the rainbow flag, about this high off the ground.
Nice.
It was definitely the craziest swoop I've ever done.
We have like our little slackline family, and together we just do projects. But now it's just everything is exploded in every direction. So this house has become like a community location. So a lot of things happen from this spot. So that's why we've got the little packing loft here. Sometimes it's very inspiring because I will have had a long day, and then he'll come back and be like, "Hey, we got to rack for the next mission." I'll be like, "Oh gosh," but it keeps us both on our toes. So.
I got a full day tomorrow.
That's the whole thing. I got a full day tomorrow too.
Want to do some slacklining, love?
Nice, baby.
Lots of slack lines. Got a couple tight line, As you can see, we've got chickens. It's egg laying time. They're singing the egg song. We've got a little bit of a midline, which is a slack line up in the tree. Get some exposure training before you go out to the cliffs. Slacklining's actually been around since the 60s. Climbers in Yosemite started stringing webbing up between trees as part of their off-time activity to help with their balance and help with their mental state, and it has since evolved into sort of its own sport. That highlining in particular is sort of still a niche enough activity that as we're pushing, we're accomplishing records. We are existing in spaces where no other human has ever existed before. And you feel that inspiration, and it fuels your activities. It fuels your drive, your want for more. The things we are doing are inherently dangerous. There are risks. If you mess up in one area, in one simple knot, didn't lock your carabiner, one simple task, if you mess that up, it could cost you your life. Yeah. Whew. It takes a lot of skill, a lot of practice, a lot of knowledge to know that you can safely rig these lines up and be okay.
It's your life, right? You gotta pay attention to it or else you might die. Beautiful. It's nice to have people you can trust and rely on, you know? You come out here with somebody like Sadie and I can be like, hey, go build that anchor over there, and I know that that person's gonna go do it right, and I can trust my life in their hands, you know? That's the kind of friendships you're building. Woo! Yeah! I love you. I love you. Right now we are at the Fruit Bowl, the birthplace of GGBY. GGBY is one of the major slacklining festivals in the world. It's really a great area for people to come out and congregate and highline together.
No more shackles on my feet. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh Lord. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, bye, bye. I'll fly away when I die. Hallelujah, bye, bye. I'll fly away.
I don't think I've really experienced something like this in my life. It's in the middle of nowhere. Like, we're out here, no cell phone coverage, you know, hundreds of people camping, you had to hike to the area, but you're really out, you know, kind of just removed from society, which can be great to kind of sit back and relax and really just reflect on, you know, life and what you're looking to do and what you've done in the past.
The fact that I went through such a tragic experience at a young age, I was 11, it could have taken me down a very different path. I could have let that hate build up, and you know, I could have ended up in a similar situation, addicted to drugs. But getting into the slack life, I think, really changed my life.
A new documentary each week on 52 Documentary. VOA Plus. Scan the QR code and watch it on your phone or smart TV.